Hi, I'm Bob Swayze with New Life Mills. I'm a poultry feed specialist. Welcome to Walking the Barn. Today we're going to look at minimum ventilation. What is minimum ventilation? Minimum ventilation is the minimum amount of air that we need to move in the building when we're operating below our desired set point. So our goal when operating in minimum ventilation is to lower our CO2 in the building and remove excess moisture out of the building. Today we're in a newer single-story barn, modular inlets on one side of the barn, exhaust fans on the opposite side of the barn with tunnel ventilation for the summer. So we're going to do a smoke test with the minimum ventilation with the current settings in the barn to see if we can identify any issues and help improve the way the air moves through the barn.
Smoke testing a barn should be done without bedding in the barn and should be done by a professional. In this particular barn, we can see we have created dead spots in between the circulation fans at the fore. Speeding the fans up will not necessarily solve this issue, but it could cause drafts as the air hits the wall and comes down to the birds. The purpose of circulation fans are to balance the barn, suspend moisture, and mix the air throughout the barn. The higher the volume of air, the more moisture is pulled off the floor, suspending it to be exhausted out. If the exhaust fans are running at too low of a speed, the shutters will not open far enough to make a significant impact on how much air is moving out of the barn. When the fan is running at 100%, it only draws from a small area around the fan, not making a significant impact on how the air flows throughout the barn. This is caused more from the volume of air coming into the barn. By adjusting the inlet, we can control how the air flows through the barn. Opening the inlet more lowers static pressure, allowing the air to drop down quicker. As we close it, the air will travel further along the ceiling and drop down further away from the wall. Watching the smoke, we can adjust the inlet so we get the correct roll and flow of air through the building. With all of these components working together, we can maximize the amount of moisture being lifted out of the litter and exhaust it out of the barn, creating a drier environment for the birds.
So we were able to smoke test the barn, see how the air was moving in the barn. We were able to make changes with our static pressure and our circulation fans to increase the air speed on the floor. The faster airspeed on the floor helps suspend the moisture and helps keep a drier barn. Next flock should help improve the way the litter looks. All of this information can be found on our winter ventilation handout sheet. For more information and to get yourself a copy of this, contact your local New Life Mills sales rep. Thank you for walking the barn with us today. I'm Bob Swayze, and we'll see you again next time.